and today's handy horseman tip is going to be showing you guys how to tie a Mecate Rein onto this headstall with snaffle bit and slobber straps. So a first thing about the Mecate Rein is they can come in different types of ropes. One of them is going to be this rope right here, is actually braided parachute cord. Some people really like the feel of braided parachute cord. It can come in different colors and patterns of braid, so that can be fun for a lot of people to order. Whenever you have a horsehair Mecate or different types of hair, there is also alpaca hair. These can come easily in different diameters because a lot of people will tie them on bozals. And usually on a bozal, you want to match up the size of the rein to the size of the bozal. So that's a little bit of information on that. The horsehair Mecate will normally get a little bit softer, and a lot of that excess hair that is a little bit abrasive will smooth out and get a little softer with time and use. The next one is a rein that I really like using, this Treeline lead rope. This comes in white and black usually, and in our store we actually sell custom Mecate reins to everybody's individual use. So with the Treeline lead rope, this is actually very high PSI. It's 100% polyester. It's easy to clean. You can throw it in the wash with your pair of jeans, throw it in the dryer, leave it out to dry. It actually dries pretty quickly. It has a lot of durability. It's very strong against UV rays. You can leave it in the sun. The wind, the rain, the wet won't really damage it very much. It's hard to get snagged on things, so you won't get those little loops that pull out of your ropes and things like that. It's a good tight braid. It's a good feel. It's got a lot of really good body, so when you do put coils in your rope, it's easy to put coils in, take them out, and have a lot of good feel. Majority of the time I will use a Mecate Rein when I'm starting colts, and usually in a snaffle bit or a bozal, obviously. One of the special things about our Mecate Reins that we do sell at M&M Horsemanship is we always use a knot on the end of our Mecate Reins. I won't tie on the end, and with the knots in our store, you get to pick which color you want on the end of the knot. So the knot comes with a base color and an accent color. A lot of people want to choose a more natural color, and that's great. Everybody's got their own preference. Some people really like to spaz it up a little bit and get different colors. They may like to go show, match to their pad, things like that. They've got a color they really like, farm color, whatever they choose to do. So if you want turquoise and purple, you can always order that too. The thing about the knot is we make the knots to where they will not come off. The leather will always break before the knot comes off or the rope will break. And that's a very important piece. When you are working with horses, you want to have good, strong equipment for that. So when you have the knot in the end of the Mecate Rein, it goes into the slobber strap and you want it to swivel. A lot of people will have no knot on the end of there and they have to tie it on. So when you tie on a Mecate Rein to the slobber strap, you lose the capability of that swivel. So when you do ride with a coil in your rope or change it in and out, you start to get a kink in your rope. And I don't really like a kink in my rein. It bothers me. I ride too much to have a kink in my rein, and you kind of lose a lot of feel. So instead of having that kink in there, don't be kinky, get a knot, let it swivel. So whenever we start putting the Mecate onto the headstall with the slobber straps, I'll come in the right side of this headstall, so it'd be the right side of the horse. I'll refer to it as right and left side as we're talking about the horse. So on the right side of the headstall, I'm going to come from the outside, and usually if you split these open, it's easier to put the popper through, especially new slobber straps. It's easier to put the popper through one at a time. Some people will try to just keep it together, sandwich it together, and pull the popper through there. If it's a little bit snug, it's just going to be a little harder. Put it in each individual side. So we're going to come from the outside and go through the slobber strap. And you can come through all the way to the very end, and you're going to have that knot butt up against the end of this slobber strap. So you're going to have it just like this. And it's easy to have your headstall hanging up so that you can keep it pretty easy to see how long your reins are. I usually know about how long my reins are going to be just because I know how they hang up every time I put them up from riding a horse. So I normally have them about this long. We're going to hang it up like this. You're going to take your popper again, and what we're going to do is, we came out of the inside, we're going to come in again from the inside. So we're going to go out. So same process. I'll go in the first piece, go in the second piece, and then I'm going to pull that to the length that I want for my reins. And the reins could be any length you want. Every horse is different. You may get off and on horses and adjust the reins per horse. If you've got a thoroughbred, you're probably not going to use the same length rein as you would a pony. So you can choose to shorten or lengthen the rope as much as you want there. The hardest part, I would say, about the Mecate Rein tying it on is this little knot on the end of the slobber strap. You're just going to come through like normal. It's through the slobber strap. You're going to come around the back side, leaving this knot. And every most slobber straps, not every one, but a lot of slobber straps will have a little bit of a dip here, because even if you don't have that dip, it will create one, because the tying and loop and hitch around this slobber strap will kind of pinch it anyway. So a lot of times the slobber strap will come with that little teardrop on the end. So you're going to come around that back side, and it's just putting the tail right through here, and you're going to tighten that down just like that. So it just comes under itself, where you go underneath the rein, and the rein actually kind of snugs it down on top of the slobber strap. So it keeps a nice tie in there. And a lot of times people will, the most common way is to keep the tail coming back to the horse, because when you have your reins on the horse and your tail comes back to the horse, it just looks a lot cleaner. I have put it on to where it comes out the front side, and it just doesn't look as clean. It kind of gets in the way. It actually will twist the slobber strap to where you lose some feel in the slobber strap. So the importance of the slobber strap is to kind of even out some of your feel, balance out the reins a little bit, not make it so bulky, and make a little faster release time if you need. So that's the idea of putting the Mecate Rein onto the slobber straps, and you can have your lead rope as long as you want, or your reins as long as you want. So you get to choose it. Hope you enjoy.